I want to introduce you all to this little angel. Her name is Natalia, and she lives in Mexicali, Baja California. She was born with a congenital heart defect and presently is facing a matter of life and death. She needs another surgery in the next 6 months for a tear in her heart. And together, we can make this happen. I'm going to introduce you now to a dear friend of mine and her aunt, Claudia Fernandez, to talk more about Natalia and to see how this opportunity for you and I, this opportunity to help save Natalia's life, will present itself for us all. Claudia Fernandez, it is so good to see
Good
you,
to
my
see you
friend.
too. It's been like years since we've seen each
How many
other.
years?
Like 5 years, 4 years,
Yeah, do you
kind of.
do you remember the first day we met?
Yes, of course.
You do?
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
it
It
was.
was like the meeting with the fishing, sport fishing,
Yeah,
and we met each other. I remember it. Like you're exactly like
I do
the
too.
same
I still have
vibe.
that photo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, of you, me, and Alejandra.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh
absolutely.
wow.
And then all the times I would come over to the Mexican consulate,
Yeah.
I felt like such a big shot because I would drive in and they'd give me a parking space. I was
I
the only gringo
know.
that was doing that.
Yes, I
It was great. And then
know.
I'd walk back and the Mexican flag in Alejandra's office, and she was looking so, it was
Proud
great.
of it.
Yeah.
I know.
And then you, I not only met a person with a huge heart
Nah.
and a person who's a wonderful person, but I don't know if there's anybody who works harder than you too. You are a hard worker.
You are a really hard worker. You are really generous. You're the same person that I remember, which is give me a lot of joy and happiness to see you that way. That you're healthy, that you have success, that you are like really generous person, and I'm thankful for meeting you to
Oh,
have that pleasure to meeting you.
man, you took the words out of my mouth about you. One of the most beautiful days I ever spent,
Uh,
evenings in my life, is you invited me to Mexicali
mm,
for your father's birthday.
I
I
know.
drove down alone. It was so important to me.
Yeah.
And your brother was playing the guitar. The food
Yes.
was phenomenal.
Yes.
That was an extraordinary night for me.
Thank you for be there with us on that day. Unfortunately, my father passed away 4 years ago
I'm
now.
so sorry.
But yes, he remember you. He remember you were like because I don't know like if this happened to people who knows you, but you have a really good vibe. Like people remember you because you have this sense of familiarity and like good feeling that it's difficult for the people to not know who's Phil Friedman.
Oh, thank you so much. Most people run the other way when they see me, but
No, not at all. For me, it was like contrary. And like, I want to thank you today for giving me the chance to be here to talk about something important for me, for my family. 2 years ago, my brother had a child,
yes.
my niece.
And let's talk about it was hard for your brother and his wife to conceive in the first place.
Yeah,
It took 11 years for their first
for
child,
the
right?
first child, 11 years,
Yeah.
and we were so excited for the first child. Of
Yes.
course, we love her, Jimena. That's her name,
Yeah.
Jimena Fernandez,
They live in
and
Mexicali.
they live in Mexicali. Yes,
Canchanillas.
exactly,
Yeah.
Cachanillas,
Yeah.
and of course, everyone was the favorite grandchild, and she's my. I'm the good mother of Jimena, which
Yeah.
is I send her all the love and everything, and then 3 years later, 5 years later, they had Natalia.
Yes.
But
That's who we're talking about
yes,
today. Yeah.
today we're talking about Natalia. Natalia, she born on October 3rd of 2022,
Uh-huh.
and she was so little, 48 centimeters when she born. And at the time that she born, she was diagnosed with trisomy 21, also known as Down syndrome.
Yes.
But also she had like a complex heart disease called it's a really complicated name. That's why I'm reading it. Atrioventricular canal defect, which is a large hole in the center of the heart that doesn't like allow all the ventricles to connect,
Yes.
and it creates like difficult for the baby to breathe, to even walk and all the stuff.
So she was born with this
She was
congenital
born,
heart
yes,
defect. Yes.
exactly. So she required her first surgery when she was 9 months old.
Uh-huh.
And at that moment, my brother, because in Mexico, insurance, it's different. And at the moment, the insurance that my sister-in-law had covered that
The
operation,
first one.
that the first one.
So right after being born, did she have the
9 months,
operation? Yeah,
yes. They
okay.
try to wait as much as they can to be the baby strong enough
Right.
to recover faster and to handle that kind of,
That surgery.
because it was an open heart surgery. She
Yeah.
has like a huge scar in the middle of her chest. And a few weeks ago, now she's 2 years old. A few weeks ago, they took her to do the heart with her cardiologist to check how is everything with her heart.
Yes.
And they discovered that she has like she required another surgery because she has a leak in the mitral valve. And with this leak, what happened is that she's having shorts of breath, fatigue, chest pain, and it's difficult for her to do like a normal life, even though it's difficult for her because of this Down syndrome.
Yes.
But now, plus with the heart surgery situation that in 6 months she has to have, it's also difficult for the family. This time, the insurance doesn't cover
Right.
the operation. So,
And it's also important to note that in Mexico, there's really no safety nets. Like here in the United States,
yeah,
there's a lot of safety nets. Maybe you can go, Down syndrome has a foundation here. You
exactly,
can, but
exactly.
in Mexico,
It's
it's,
not so easy to find that kind of situation.
yeah,
And it's been difficult for since day one. The baby is fighting, and she's proving to all of us that she wants to be here. She smiled a lot. She learned. It took her 2 years to learn how to walk, and she's not able to talk, but she's doing like trying to doing all the sessions for her to be able to like learn some words and start to talking. But the most important thing right now for us is to, and I mean, that's why I'm here, is to ask all your audience to help us because the insurance is not covering this second operation. And we're talking about only for the operation 500,000 pesos, which is half million pesos. And it's too difficult to just go and say, hey, give me 500 to a bank or to do something. So my brother and my sister, when they discovered that they were crying like the heart out. But we sit down and we were talking about the kindness of people that we know and the kindness of people that uh, we have around us. And if we connect all the links and if we start asking even for $1, like whatever your heart like have and can give to you, that can change. Natalia changed our life. Now it's our part in to change her life by doing this kind of like promotion. That's why my brother opened GoFundMe link, and people can
he
donate.
was reluctant to do that too,
Yeah,
wasn't he?
he was reluctant
He wanted
because
to try to raise the money
yeah,
but it's impossible. You even said to me, he
yeah,
said he would give his own life to save his
to save
daughter.
his daughter. Yes, he was crying, saying, I will sell any part of my body in order to save my baby. And I say, I do understand, but what we can do now is to start asking for help. Sometimes we're too proud, sometimes we are ashamed to ask for help. But I think because she's at 2 years old and she cannot express, like we are the adults, that we need to express that she needs help, that she needs to be heard, and she needs to be um, support. And that's why I'm here. And again, I'm thankful for you for giving me this opportunity for to reach your audience and like ask them and for support, if they can help me with a donation and share the link so many people can donate and help us to reach the 500,000 pesos just for the operation. That will be awesome for us.
This is literally a matter of life and death.
Exactly. Because if we don't operate her, the leak can go like bigger and she can like die. And that's why they gave us the 6 months period to be able to collect the money and the baby be able to get operated as soon as possible.
I have not met Natalia. I hope I can someday, but
Yes,
her photos, she is an angel. She's a
she's
beautiful child.
she smiles a lot, she laughs a lot, and she's always receiving the love of my brother, my sister, the people that are surround her. And you will think that having a special baby will make you feel like different, but no, it makes you feel more special, more like with love, with that kind of babies, because that's when you realize that life is so precious, that you having your own health doesn't realize that just giving doing one step or talking, being able to do many things that we granted, that we take for granted.
Yes.
And when you see a baby that it's works so hard to even just like walk or like raise his head or being able to stand, that's when you start thinking that life is so precious. And if you have the way to help, just help, because you are being like blessed with everything that you have in your life daily.
I often wondered about that, and you're making it so clear that when you have a child like that, I think if it's possible, your love increases for that child.
Yes, yes, like multiply, like it's beyond what you can expect to feel. I mean, having a healthy baby, it's wonderful, but this kind of babies that born with the special gifts, that's what I call it, gifts.
Yes.
um, it makes you realize that life, like I told you, is precious, and that God gives you this kind of children to maybe change other lives, to give the opportunity of other people to help, or to even you to love more your life and the way you live your life as well.
100%. That has
Yeah.
got to be the case because you look at a child like that, and then anytime you feel like complaining about your electric car windows are not working
Yeah.
right, or,
Exactly.
there's some other really big problem like that in your life, boy, it puts that in proper perspective, and
Exactly.
all your problems go
Yeah.
away because of Natalia, maybe.
Yeah.
That is something that
and
definitely.
and of course there are like 100 person like Natalia suffering like today, which is I'm asking for people that maybe today think of Natalia, and share a little bit of whatever they have. But if in the near future there's another person like me asking, don't feel the burden, but the gift that you have to share your love and the way that you are living to that person as well, to share something from you, like
How
that.
hard is this for you, Claudia?
Well, it's really hard because I'm seeing the baby, and of course, like seeing my brother crying and my sister-in-law and my mother is struggling to have the money, and to first not feel hope. And then the first day that this GoFundMe, that he realized, he released the GoFundMe webpage, and all his friends realized to saying, "Hey, we're gonna help you. We're gonna try to do this and that," and seeing the love that people can show through this baby, it's hard, but it's also beautiful to see people helping, to
Yeah.
see people that really care about it, like you, like when I contact you and you say, "Hey, come to my show," and all the stuff, I start feeling this pain, but beautiful pain inside of me, saying that it was good to be good, because if you could do good, they're gonna give back good to you. So that's why I'm like reaching your people, because I know that if they do something good, for sure they're gonna receive something good back. For
Yeah.
sure. Like there's no other way around.
There's nothing I wouldn't do for
Yeah.
you. You're such a
No.
good
You
person.
you
You have
also. You
always been
also.
so good to me. And we haven't, like we
Yeah.
said, it's probably been at least 5 years.
Yes.
It doesn't seem like it though, does it? Because our
No.
friendship is just intact. It's
Yeah, I
like it may
know.
be stronger now.
Thank you. And thank you again. And again, I'm reaching your audience to help us to donate, to share the link for someone else to donate for my niece, because she really needs the operation, and my family needs the help. And I hope that in the future, if someone family needs help, I will help them like with like whatever I have as well.
Well, I've already seen you do that before. How is this mom and dad? How's your brother and his wife? Are
They
they?
are
They've got
like
to be
they are
just
heartbroken
yeah.
because of the situation that seeing her daughter like struggling every day because of the Down syndrome and with because this heart disease. And I wish in Mexico there were association not only for the baby but also for the mental health of the parents.
That's a good point.
Yeah, because mm, you need to have someone that it's like professional to support you and to guide you through this process, because it's not easy to wake up every day and seeing your child that way and stress because you don't have the enough resources to make the operation early. And because I don't know, like, even though if you get the resources, then you have to pray with all your heart because the operation needs to be successful. And what is going to happen, what are the consequences of this operation. Like, I wish there were like more association like United States that work on the mental health of this person that passed this kind of this kind of process with not healthy babies, right?
Yeah.
And also with the syndrome down there, like you say, there's not like many association in Mexico that support this kind of disease, which is really sad because there's like many children with Down syndrome
Yes.
and autism and many other like situation that babies or children in Mexico are like passing, and nobody's taking care of that.
How old is little Natalia now?
2 years.
2 years old.
She's 2 years old, and she's really strong. The first surgery was hard, but she showed us that she wants to be here. She wants to live. She wants to be happy. She wants to give them. She wants to give us love to all her family.
Well, we have a very generous audience out there, really, really good people. And I am asking you if you have it within your means to help Claudia, her sobrina, her niece. It would mean the world to all of us. It is truly a matter of life and death. And we really, really need your help right now. We'll put a link in the show description so
Yeah,
people can. Do you want to give your phone number, or do you want
yeah. If
anybody to
like if they
contact
want, yeah,
you?
if they have any questions or anything that they want, they can contact me. My phone number is 213-446-4826.
Give that
And
again slower.
yeah, 213-446-4826.
Perfect. And also, you can call me at 657-227-6459. I am more than happy to also send people in your direction. Anything else?
Just
You have
like
all my love and all my thoughts and all my prayers, Claudia.
thank you so much, and thank you for the audience that is listening, and most thank you for the audience that it's donating as well, because even $1 can change Natalia's life. And thank you, Phil, for your generosity to give me this space to talk to your audience as well. And just remember, um, help doesn't do any bad, but good to your heart and to your surroundings.
Claudia, you have
Um,
all my love and thoughts and prayers. Thank you
thank you.
so much for making time to come in
Thank
here.
you.
Together, we're going to make this happen.
I know, Phil. Thank you so much.
God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any amount would be deeply appreciated. The GoFundMe link is in the show description, or please feel free to call Claudia or yours truly. Take care. God bless you all, and together we can help save this little angel's life.